Frank, I have one question for everybody there in the focus group, because it was very interesting on the economy. Highest marks for Governor Romney, and they thought on debate points. Here's Charles Krauthammer tonight made an observation that I happen to agree with, and that was Governor Romney went big, was not going to get into the back and forth, na-na-na sort of childish game, was not attacking the president. And the president seemed at times very desperate and kind of small with these petty attacks. And he said, well, what I've learned as commander-in-chief, and I'm thinking, you used to be a community organizer. You were a state senator for 2 years that voted present. Did that bother the focus group at all, those petty attacks?
Did that bother the...
Yes, that's what I said before. Please, last time you interrupted me, this time I'm speaking. That's what I said before. He was talking, and he kept jabbing it at Mitt, and I'm not okay with that. Say your opinion and move on.
Patricia.
Just like this.
Obama didn't have experience when he took office. He was a community organizer. Our biggest problem in the country is our economy, and Mitt Romney has proven he can handle fiscal issues.
Mitt Romney can handle the fiscal issues. He has that history. But we have a president who hasn't given us a budget in 3 years and a president who hasn't explained Benghazi yet.
Obama served as a state senator from Illinois.
Therefore?
He had the experience in government to try to do things in government. And he even said himself, you can't change government from the inside.
He barely voted while he was in government. While he was a senator, he barely voted.
Yeah, but I think the difference, though, too, is when you look at him, is that you have someone that is strictly from a community organizer background and government, where you have with Mitt Romney, you have private sector and government. So you put both of those together, and that creates a better argument on the economic side.
I want to make this accurate and fair to the viewers at home. How many of you thought on points tonight's debate Barack Obama won? Raise your hands. So it's overwhelming. But after looking at all 4 debates, when it comes to the economy, how many of you think Mitt Romney would be better in handling the economy? Raise your hands.
Hands down. Hands down.
So that's what's interesting about this, Sean. And what I want to do is there are 2 special clips, 2 dial clips that are really powerful. Let's start with Mitt Romney. He talks about being strong at home requires you to be strong abroad. Let's take a look, because it was one of his high points of the debate.
But in order to be able to fulfill our role in the world, America must be strong. America must lead. And for that to happen, we have to strengthen our economy here at home. You can't have 23 million people struggling to get a job. You can't have an economy that over the last 3 years keeps slowing down its growth rate. You can't have kids coming out of college, half of whom can't find a job today, or a job that's commensurate with their college degree. We have to get our economy going. And our military. We've got to strengthen our military long term. We don't know what the world is going to throw at us down the road. We make decisions today in a military that will confront challenges we can't imagine.
So what is it about strength, about being strong, that you reacted to?
Well, we definitely aren't going to be viewed internationally as a strong country or strong as we go out into the world and try to bring peace if we have all this turmoil in our own country. We have to strengthen ourselves first, and then we can help others.
Now, I also want to play, Sean, the best moment for Barack Obama. It was a shot. It was one of those that kids will be studying 20 years from now. Mitt Romney gave a great comparison to the current military versus 100 years ago, but then Barack Obama was prepared. Let's listen.
I think Governor Romney maybe hasn't spent enough time looking at how our military works. You mentioned the Navy, for example, and that we have fewer ships than we did in 1916. Well, Governor, we also have fewer horses and bayonets because the nature of our military has changed. We have these things called aircraft carriers where planes land on them. We have these ships that go underwater, nuclear submarines. And so the question is not a game of battleship where we're counting ships. It's what are our capabilities?
So what was so powerful about that?
I think Mitt Romney's comparisons were unfair. Technology has advanced. We can do a lot more with a lot less. And as long as we're focused and we're going in the right direction and we're taking care and protecting this country, that's what matters.
He's right. Technology's made huge advances. In 1917, my grandfather was riding a horse and buggy, and now I drive, a really nice car. So there's no comparison.
Now I want to do something really special. Do you see the art around you? What do you think of it? I want to introduce the artist. Come on in. Sean, before we leave, this is the man that has decorated these sets for this entire year, Steve Penley. You've heard what America means to them. What does it mean to you?
The greatest country in the history of civilization.
And you love these guys around you?
Yes.
Who's your favorite?
Reagan.
You just said exactly what Sean Hannity wanted here. I encourage you at home to take a look at this art. I hope you can get a wide shot of it because it really is magnificent. You guys in Florida, there's a reason why you matter so much, because you look at these issues very specifically and you come, I think, in the end to the right decision. And I just want to thank you for contributing all this wonderful art, because this is America. Sean, back to you.